Hey y'all, it's Stephie and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are in Faye, so welcome back to another car chat. Today I actually went to a CPE conference. If you're new to my channel, I am a CPA. I used to work in public accounting, but I'm now in industry, so I have to fend for myself to find continuing professional education to meet my CPA license requirements on a yearly basis. I figured I would just share with y'all how I find CPE for an accounting professional who's in industry. Hopefully it'll be helpful for y'all who are in industry and are having to keep your CPA license current as well. When you're in public accounting, you go to training every single year, you go to a conference, and then there's mandatory training throughout the year as well. You're definitely set when you're in public accounting. Now, when you go into industry, it's a little bit harder because you have to fend for yourself, basically. I do that a couple of ways, several ways actually. So one of them is obviously through my alma mater, seeing if there's anything through like your local colleges. Usually they'll do some kind of CPE event and it's fairly affordable. So for an alumni, it was free, although I donated some money, but it wasn't required. If you're a non-alumni, it was like $100, and that's really good for 8 hours of CPE if you stay the entire time. So that's one way. Second way is going onto each accounting firm's website. So all of the big four do this. The mid-tier firms also do this. They will hold webcasts throughout the month, and if you are a live participant, you can get CPE credit for that. Like answer some questions or like somehow prove that you were attending. Usually it's some kind of like pop-up throughout the hour where it's like, are you listening? And then you just say yes. Are you here? Say yes. So I would recommend going onto each of those accounting firms' websites, searching for their calendar of webcasts, and then signing up for them. I like to do it in advance so that I have it on my calendar. I block time off when I'm at work for that. And it's an easy, free way to get an hour of CPE here or there. And the topics are usually really relevant. It's usually updated standards or new things and stuff like that. Those accounting firms will also usually do some kind of live event in major cities. You just have to go onto their websites and figure out those calendar of events. So the third way to do that is via conferences. So for me, I'm an internal auditor, so I became a member of the Institute of Internal Auditors. My company paid for that, and they have webcast sessions, they have conferences in various cities. So I'm actually going to a CPE conference later this month in Boston, so I'm super excited about that. The topic is so interesting. It's about fraud and incident management, so I'm really looking forward to that. So that's another way, going through professional organizations and their different conferences. So different things that I've seen are like Western CPE is one. There's a few others. I'll link them in the description box, and by the way, it's just me doing my own research. I have no affiliations with any of these things that I'm telling you. These are just some options. I'll leave those linked down below. And then the last way that I'm getting CPE is actually through Becker. If y'all watched my CPA exam review video, you know I used Becker because that's what my firm provided. They paid for it, so very thankful for that, and that's the only thing I can recommend. But Becker does do like continuing education on certain topics. They have a huge list of different things. They also have webcasts, but they also have just like on-demand training, so things like equity or currency transactions, debt, all kinds of different things, revenue, all sorts of different topics. They're just on demand, and you take a test after you do them. You do have to pay for that service. I paid for one, and my company reimburses me for this stuff, so find yourself a company who does both. They reimbursed me for that, or I use my corporate card for it. So when I paid for one, it was like $45, something like that. But they also offer like an annual subscription where you can go and do as many as you want within a year. Yourself, you have to be proactive and use it and get your money's worth. $200, and that's for unlimited CPE for a year. I mean, if you have to actually pay out of your pocket, I think $200 is super reasonable to do CPE for your license. You could do a lot of it outside doing the webcast, like the free webcast that I just talked to y'all about, but there are certain things like the ethics course. I think that one was like $75, something like that. Anyways, those are different options. I'll list them all down below for you guys. And yeah, so anyways, I need to go and find something to eat on my way home, and then get to work because there's a lot going on and Dale Girl needs to do a lot of stuff. Those are all of the ways that I'm personally planning on doing CPE. So with Becker, someone actually contacted my boss and offer 30% off an annual subscription, so that's what we ended up using. But I'm sure you guys could search the web for that or reach out to a Becker representative. I might try to do that as well before I get this video up, so maybe I can help y'all out. But if not, you know, ain't nobody care who I am, so it's not like they're gonna give discounts, all stuff like that. So anyways, those are all of my tips on how to find CPE while you're in industry. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to be a part of our Stephie family because we would love to have you, and I will talk to y'all in my next video.